Like, what's up? Like, you trying to keep your composure? Like, yo, I'm getting off bed. Do y'all know this man pulled the car over and said, looked me dead in my fucking face and said, "You really want to rumble? You really want to rumble? All right, come on. What's up? Get out the car. Get out the car. No, come on, bro. Get out the car. Like, you really want to rumble? Come on, get out the car."
Oh, yeah. Y'all see the title, man. Let's get to it.
No offense to anybody when I say this, but you do not realize how much people did not learn growing up when you actually work with them. Especially in fast food, I asked one of the workers to sweep the floor. And he asked me, "How do you sweep?" I asked somebody to mop the floor. And they were mopping in the area, and they would turn around and stand in the area that they mopped in. Mopping backwards. No offense to anybody.
Now, when I seen this video, I know I'm not the only one. Y'all probably heard what she said, and now you thinking of a time where you felt the same way. I remember my senior year of high school, I asked my girlfriend to go and make me some noodles. Now, just think about this. Y'all know how old you are in your 12th grade year. You either 17 or 18 years old. I asked her to go make me some noodles. Bro, when she brought me the noodles back, the noodles were so nasty, I almost spit them out. Like, I was offended. Like, bro, what did you do to these noodles? And I asked her, like, what did you do? Why do they taste like this? And she couldn't explain it to me. And the noodles were so horrible that I had to tell her, no, we got to get to the bottom of this. We need to go back downstairs, and I need you to show me exactly what you did. So we went downstairs to her kitchen, and, bro, she put the pot on the stove, put the water in the pot, put the noodles in the pot, everything good so far, right? This is where everything went left. So as she has the pot on the stove, the water in the pot, the noodles in the pot, she turns the stove on, and this gonna put the seasoning inside of the pot with the noodles as it's boiling. I'm like, man, what the wow. Like, your mama didn't even teach you how to make noodles? That's amazing. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna judge her. I'm gonna try to work with her. Because it ain't her fault that her mama ain't teach her none, you know what I'm saying? But I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all probably gonna have some stories in the comments of where y'all went through a situation like that. We like, bro, how are you this old and you don't know this? But anyway, let's continue.
Ain't none gonna hurt worse than finding out the person you just broke up with is an absolute hoe now. That shit really sucks, bro. Cause it's an empty feeling. It's like, yo, you really didn't give a fuck about none that we had. Like, you ain't even gotta want me back. We ain't even gotta talk every day. You ain't even gotta tap in with me. But at least just respect what we had for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not expecting you to be stuck on me forever. I'm expecting you to at least take a moment to heal, though. Like, why are you jumping right back in the streets after we just got done what we was doing? That's crazy. That just shows me that you really did fuck with me for real. Like, at the end of the day, no matter what, like, why are you jumping back out so quick? Like, why are you just that ready? After being in a relationship for 2 years, it took me at least 6 months to find somebody else. Truly fuck with somebody else. How do y'all do it the next day?
No, bro. Why would she do that? Why would she wait to get out here in these streets when that's the whole reason she broke up with you, or why she pushed you to break up with her in the first place? So she can get out here and smash whoever she want to smash and not feel guilty about it because she got some boyfriend. But dudes think after they break up with a chick, she's supposed to wait a few weeks or even a few months before she get out here in these streets. No, that is not how it works. She already been waiting months and not doing a lot of the things that she wanted to do just because she was with you. Now you think she about to wait even longer just to make you feel better? Hell no. You better be glad she at least decided to break up with you first. Because some of these females, they won't even do that. They will do everything they want to do while you're in a relationship together like they don't have a man.
The quickest way to tell if somebody can fight is how willing they are to actually get into a fight. Like, think about it. Most of the people who could actually, like, mess people up with their hands, they usually are, like, super chill. Like, they literally avoid fights whenever. Like, when I got to college, I met this one homie, right? He does BJJ, he does MMA, boxing, like, he does everything. Like he's very, very good at fighting. I remember one time, we were walking, and there was a group of boys walking past us, like, the opposite way. My homie's around, like, 5'8", 5'9", but he's pretty jacked, and he can fight. remember that. So we're walking past them, and like they like bump into my homie, and one of them goes, "Hey, chat, watch where you going." Now I thought, oh shoot, we're gonna have to rumble. My homie looks at him and goes, "Oh, my bad, brother, I didn't even see you over there." And I'm looking, I'm like, bro, like you could have knocked one of them and then made it a 2-on-2. You could have taken them probably solo. He's like, yeah, but like there's no point. Like, and that's when I realized the people who could actually fight avoid fights at all costs. He took that disrespect and was like, I'm good. The quickest way to...
Hey, this is facts, and anybody, if y'all have any type of experience fighting, you know that what this man is saying is the truth. That's why I say the size doesn't really matter in a street fight. Now, when it comes to boxing or MMA and stuff like that, where both people have training, it's different. But in a street fight, all that matters is who has the most experience. I've seen small guys whoop big guys plenty of times. I've seen guys with muscles get destroyed by guys who were skinny or nowhere near their size. And this is because most people don't know how to fight. The average person doesn't know how to fight at all. So they would try to scare people or portray themselves a certain way so they never have to actually prove what they can do. Which is one of the reasons why some of these dudes like to get buffed like a bodybuilder. He could have been lean and ripped, but no, he wanted to go be buff like a bodybuilder because he wants to look like he can knock somebody's head off, you feel me? Or this is why dudes will go and get a bunch of tattoos just because it makes them look tougher. But the guys who aren't afraid of anybody, the guys who know how to fight, they don't feel the need to make themselves look tougher or to act tough. They already know what they can do, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna just be respectful, and if somebody takes my kindness for weakness, then I'll deal with it accordingly. And another thing, when you know you can fight, you don't get a kick out of beating up somebody who can't fight, because that's really like some bully shit, you know what I'm saying? So you'll let things slide and not feel weak because you already know you could have easily won if y'all were to get into it. It's no need for you to prove it as if you're gonna feel like more of a man by beating up this guy who has no idea how to fight. Plus, if you've ever did any type of martial arts, then you know one of the main things that they teach you is to only fight when you have to. You only fight to protect yourself. Only fight when it's necessary, not just because you want to show off your moves. But this is what a lot of people do, especially the boxers. They have that problem. They can't wait to get in the fight and show people they know how to box. But I digress.
So let me really tell y'all why I'm like really terrified to deal with like men that's in the streets, like for real. This was 3 years ago. Me and my first ever boyfriend ever like took a 3-week break, y'all. And when we got back together and decided we was gonna get back together after that 3-week break, me and him was sitting in the car and he was like, we was just talking, you know, busting it up, telling each other how we miss each other. Then we had that serious talk. He was like, yeah, is there anything you want to tell me like you did over the time that we took a break? I'm like, no, like I really wasn't doing nothing. Like I was texting a couple of people here, you know, the norm. He like, yeah, well, you know me, like I clapped. Excuse me? Clap what? Yo, I done found out this man slept with somebody and he thought we was getting back. Baby. Checkmate. So at this point, y'all, we just in the car and I am flabbergasted. Like, seriously, like when y'all say grandmama's hurt, that is me. I am grandma, like for real. I'm in the car. I'm just trying to get this man to explain the story, like how this shit happened. But y'all, I just knew I wasn't tough. My skin wasn't that tough for that. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm trying to rumble. Like, what do you mean? He in the car trying to explain himself, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I just instantly cracked off on him, like hit him right in his mouth. Now he get mad. He's trying to take me home. Okay, take me home. Like, I don't care. While we driving home, y'all, he keeps saying shit that's like thinking it's gonna make his case better, but it's not. So every little thing he's saying, I'm boop, 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 boop. He like, Soraya, stop hitting me. Like, I'm not playing with you, bro. I'm really trying to keep my composure.
Now, y'all hear this story so far, and this story is nothing rare. Things like this happen all the time. How do I know? Because I've been through this before. I know people in my real life who've been through this before, and I've heard plenty of stories in my real life, and I've seen enough videos on the internet of situations like this happening, and all of them are not skits. Some of them are skits, and then some of it is real. So this happens all the time. And the thing that people are missing in this situation is the fact that she's doing all of this because of what he did on the break, and they will make you feel bad and try to have you kissing their ass to get back on their good side. The whole time, she was doing just as much as this dude was doing on the break. I bet you she was. She was doing just as much or maybe even more than he was doing while they were on the break, but they would let you feel bad for what you were doing. They ain't gonna say, all right, well, he chose to be honest about what he was doing, so let me go ahead and be honest about what I was doing. Nope, they gonna say, all right, bet, now I'm about to make this nigga feel bad, and I'm about to have him kissing my ass for the next 2-3 weeks. That's how it's gonna go. And then down the line, you might end up finding out about what she did, and then that's what she gonna address it. But as long as you don't call her out or catch her red-handed, they will go on and let you think you was the only one who did this and that, let you feel bad about something that you should have never felt bad about in the first place. But let's continue.
I'm like, what's up? Like, you trying to keep your composure. Like, yo, I'm getting off bad. Do y'all know this man pulled the car over and said, looked me dead in my fucking face and said, you really want to rumble? You really want to rumble? All right, come on. What's up? Get out the car. Get out the car. No, come on, bro. Get out the car. Like, you really want to rumble? Come on, get out the car. I said, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was scared shitless because I seen that YN in his eyes. I said, oh, yeah, he's not coming around to fuck around to play. I'm trying to get back in the car. Now one went from bucking up. Now one went from, go ahead, bro. Like, you got it. I don't even give a fuck. But no, that wasn't enough for him. He really wanted to rumble. He opened the car door, pulled me out the car, threw his shit up. I said, now, wait a minute, baby. Wait a fucking minute. I said, you really gonna do this in the parking lot? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Y'all hear this, bro? So you hit this man in the mouth, not just in the chest. Hitting him at all would have already been bad enough. But you hit this man in the mouth, and they think this is okay because they know there's no way that you can win in this situation. If you hit her back, you weak. If he don't hit her back, he's still weak. Because let's not act like people don't laugh and clown the guy when a chick puts her hands on him. And I've never, not once in my life, heard someone say that a man was strong just because he didn't hit a chick back. So if you defend yourself, you're weak. If you don't defend yourself, you're weak. And if you break up with her because of it, then they still gonna say you weak and you couldn't handle her or you just too weak to put her in her place. And guys are so damn slow, they really think that this makes sense. The women, they know this don't make sense, which is why they laugh at the dudes who actually fall for this. But guys have heard this so many times, they really think this is true or they think this makes sense. They haven't stopped for 10 seconds to think about, hey, hold on, bro, this don't make no damn sense. Why the hell am I even falling for this? But this is what dudes do all day, bro. Just listen to this.
For real. But at this point, y'all, he seen I really ain't want to fight. He like, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, now I'm taking you home. Now, after he took me home, y'all, I was in the house. I was hurt. I was really, really hurt. He was calling me. He was trying to text me. I ain't want to talk. At this point, now I got to execute a plan because you really, I'm a bitch, y'all. Like, for real, like, I'm a bitch. Like, I really think that he thought I was a bitch. So a week go past, y'all. He's still texting me here and there. I'm texting him back, whatever. So now one of these nights, I'm on the phone with my best friend. I'm just breaking down to her how I'm really hurt. My best friend, she's not trying to hear this shit. She like, bro, like, you need to hop off the porch. Like, you keep acting scary. You keep acting this. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Like, she put that dog in me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She put that battery in my back. So I used to deal with this guy, whatever, y'all. Like, he was in the streets. Like, he was a little older than me. He had a track hawk. Like, he just lived that fast lifestyle. And I just knew, like, he just was on go. Like, he was just really one of them people on go. And when I mean on go, he just was down. That's just the best way I can explain it.
They weren't even together, and the man was honest with her about what he did while they took a break, and her response was to punch this man in the face several times. Come on now. Then you heard her say he was begging her to stop, and she kept on going until she got the man to his breaking point. Then when he was ready to snap, she didn't even apologize. She gonna try to flip it back on him and make him feel bad for getting mad at her for treating him like a punching bag. Do y'all hear how crazy that is? Now he's texting her phone and begging her for forgiveness when he didn't even do anything wrong in the first damn place. And dudes go through this type of BS all the time, bro. Which is why I say, what's the point of being in a relationship if this is what you're gonna have to deal with? This does not benefit you in any way. And most dudes really just want some box anyway. So you really don't need to be in a relationship and deal with all this extra stuff just to get that. Now, if you want to get married and start a family, now that's a different story. But if you just looking for some box, bro, why are you putting yourself through all of this stress just for some box, man? You could have got all of this from a chick that you was just dating or smashing or whatever you want to call it, a little situationship.
I hate arguing with a man that grew up with females because you know how to argue. And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you know how to argue, because now you're going to try one-upping me in an argument, and I just relax. Relax. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, y'all be eating up a little bit. Just a little bit. I hate arguing with a man that grew up with females, because you know how to argue. And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you know how to argue, because now you're going to try one-upping me in an argument, and I just relax. Relax. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Now, y'all should already know. If you've seen more than like 3 or 4 of my videos, you should already know what I'm about to say about this. What do I always tell y'all, man? With some of these females, it doesn't matter what you do. They're going to find something to have a problem with. They're going to find something to complain about. So on one hand, if you win a debate or argument against them, they will call you sassy or say that you're weak for arguing with a female. Then if you do the opposite and you don't want to argue and you just look at her like she's dumb, or you just ignore her, or you walk away, she will still say that you're weak. Now she gonna say you're too weak to talk about it like an adult. Even though she's not trying to come to an understanding, she's not trying to have a conversation like 2 mature adults. She isn't being logical at all right now. She just wants you to let her have her way. And if you don't let her, then she will find something to say no matter how you respond. Because with women like this, they will not stop at trying to make the dude feel like he did something wrong, or make the dude feel like there's something that he isn't doing, or feel like he needs to be doing more, so they can have their way and have the dude kissing their for pretty much the entire relationship. It never gets to a point where she's like, all right, he did enough for me, now let me return the favor. No, she's gonna just keep on trying to get him to do more and more and more. And then when he starts to wake up and be like, all right, well, damn, when your ass gonna do this and that, she might give him a little piece here and there just to make him have some hope or to keep him reeled in. But she's never gonna do the things that he's waiting for her to do. She's just gonna keep on stringing him along and getting him to do more and more until he says, you know what, this isn't gonna work out. And then she's gonna move on and do the same thing to somebody else. And that's why I say, man, just go ahead, have a good time. Stop forcing these relationships, bro, when all you really want is box in the first place. Go ahead, have a good time. Stop making your life harder than it needs to be. Just enjoy yourself. And if you happen to come across a female that's different, then go ahead, do what you're gonna do. But stop trying to mold women into what you want them to be. It's not gonna work, bro. If she's not wifey material now, then 9 times out of 10, there's nothing you can do to turn her into wifey material. That's just how it is. But with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Your boy, yo.